basically from people. Because typically, whenever you're doing things, you won't go. You know what I'm saying? If you won't go, you're not necessarily looking back to see like what everybody else is doing or thinking. And you're not even really thinking about like, well, I'm not gonna say you're not thinking about your moves, but you are so in the moment that you're not even realizing sometimes when you are making powerful moves. You know what I'm saying? So like you could be on a path of doing something so legendary that nobody never did, and you won't even be realizing that you on this path and that you really about to break some barriers and you really about to just shake the room and just be on some real different stuff. And you know what I'm saying? And like you would be on that level, you would be on that path, and you won't even be knowing because you so on that path and you just focused, you just dialed in. And you know what I'm saying? So when it's like that, I think moments like this where you're able to just sit down, have like a family table discussion, talk to the people that you don't get to tap in with. I feel like that right now. See, that's what I'm saying. And when you be feeling like you so dialed in and you just tapped into what you're doing, life could just continue to go, and you don't want too much time to pass where you're not even able to either appreciate what's going on around you or look at what you're doing to see whether you can do better and pivot your steps. You know what I'm saying? I think that we all got to become master planners, and I'm still on that path as well to become better at mastering my plan. Getting down a concise vision. You know what I'm saying? Waking up every day with the same exact objective every single day. No matter what. No matter who on live, no matter who liking videos, no matter who, what I'm saying, around me, no matter who buy my merch, buy my t-shirt, no matter who, what I'm saying, come to a speaking event with, when we have a speaking event, just understanding that, like, this journey is something that a lot of people are not gonna understand at first, and then when you pop out or when you do something good, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you was right." You everybody crazy until you not. It all came from thought. It all comes from thought, man. And when you start realizing that every single thing that we see came from someone's mind, just fathom that for a second. Just break that down. Every single thing, everything that we see in this world came from our mind. And of course, you like, duh, it came from your mind. Where else it gonna come from? But it's like, that's how powerful the brain is, the mind is. Your thoughts are what you try to manifest. What you manifest. As I said, try. And y'all know how that work can halt you in life. If you always trying, you ain't never doing it. If you always about to, you ain't never doing it. And even if you start talking about your little business, you're never gonna grow it. You know what I'm saying? So these words that we be saying on a daily basis is really what either is helping us get to that level of, you know, that level of superiority or mediocrity. We can balance those two, and what happens is the scales start to tip in your favor as you continue to make better decisions. And the thing about making decisions is people don't always have an opinion about your decisions. People don't always have an opinion about what you're doing, but a good decision isn't based upon what people think. A good decision is based upon what God gave you. What vision did God give you? God didn't give me God didn't give me your vision. God did not give me your vision. Just like God didn't give me your vision. Just like I don't have your vision. You don't have mine. What's going on, Northeast Shorty? God didn't give you my vision. I didn't, and God didn't. I didn't give you, and He didn't give me yours. So I don't know what you're supposed to do. So when people have opinions on your life and about what you're trying to do in your path, it's hard to take it with anything other than a grain of salt because you don't know what's ordained for me. You don't know what path is set for me. You don't know what these things are going like. You talking about if I move to Cali, I'm gonna mess up my life, but you don't know that if when I move to Cali, I'm gonna meet the love of my life. You don't know if I move to Cali, I'm gonna meet the business partner that I never had. You don't know if I move to Cali, I'm gonna get around people that change my whole mindset and allow me to grow into the person I'm supposed to be for the longest. So you can't tell nobody what they're supposed to do. Only thing you can really do is just respect people's moves. You know what I'm saying? Help, egg them on. Give them encouraging words. Tell them that they're doing a good job. Tell them that if you're gonna help them, if you're willing to help them, tell them that okay, boom, I'll help you out this way if you need it. But ultimately, you can't tell nobody what they can't do. Ain't no man, no real man, supposed to be telling no other man what he can't do. Why you got all this time worrying about what I can do? Why you thinking about what I can do? With all this time that you got, you could have been thinking about ways that you can figure out what you can do. But you worrying about what I can't do and what I can do. Like, nah, real men don't do that. Real men don't do that. Definitely do what you will, but do it with insurance. Yeah, yeah, for sure. But insurance is one of them things that we all have, but we all don't know. We don't always know. Not even we don't always know. There's a chance that we can have insurance on something and we never use it. And I guess you're probably gonna say like it's better to have it than not to have it, right? But what I would say is insurance. Only thing that does is give you a false sense of safety, a false sense of okay, if this doesn't work, I'm okay. You know, and sometimes you have to jump off the cliff. You have to burn the ship. Sometimes you have to go set out to sea with no destination. I'm not saying no destination. You got to set out to sea with no plan B. I say it like that. You should have a destination at all times, but you shouldn't have an escape route. Like, okay, boom, I'm about to just if this don't work, I'm about to just go back to the hood. I'm about to just go back to like whatever your escape route is. Just make sure that it's better. It's not less. Don't settle for less. That's all I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to say really, it's not really about having different like plan. Like, obviously, when you plan, because I started off this live by talking about planning. So when you plan things, you definitely want to plan things all the way through. And you want to plan them out to like where like if this doesn't work, I'm okay. But you don't want to, in my opinion, sometimes when you're doing things with a just in case scenario in mind, when the minute some pressure hits you, you're gonna fold because you're gonna be like, well, I already was telling myself that if it didn't work, I was gonna do this. So now you're right. Walking on pure faith is a super teacher. Yeah, it's a teacher, and sometimes it's not going to be an easy one. It's not going to be something that's, appealing to the ear or pleasing, a easygoing situation. Yeah, you never know. You thinking you're gonna fall and hit the ground, but you could hit the ground running. You think you're gonna fall flat on your face, but you're gonna hit the ground and just start taking off. Boom, 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 boom. Just start taking off. You think you about to hit the ground. You think you about to hit the ground and fall to your face, but you really about to hit the ground and just start taking off like a relay. You finna go crazy. They pass you up a ton, and you finna hit your marathon like it's just never, like you never stopped, and you didn't even know, and you won't know until you take that leap of faith. And that's what I really wanted to talk about because obviously the leap of faith that we everybody leap of faith could be different. Everybody leap of faith could be different. Your leap of faith could be you doing taking a new way home from work, and maybe going to a new class or you going to a new event that, you know what I'm saying, can help you get better with your, business skills or marketing skills, or going back to school, or, taking an extra course, or, stand up a little later to read, or, scheduling your life where you don't even have downtime for real because you use all your time effectively. That's a bar. If you schedule your life where you don't have to, like, if every time that you, like, every day you learn something, you become a magnet for success. If you learn something every single day, if every time you walk around and you just get moving around and doing your everyday movements and you just getting around and you learning something every single day and you expanding your brain every single day and you doing things that's testing your limits every single day, you're gonna attract some success to you. There's no way that you can. There's no way that you can do that. There's no way that you can do things that's so different from your paradigm every single day and not attract some type of success. There's no way. There's no way you can do things that's going to radically change the way you think and not see changes in your life. There's no way. So, before you start acting like, or thinking that, whatever decision you make is gonna work, it's gonna fail, think about how it's gonna succeed. Think about how you're gonna be actually win and actually be the victor. Because a lot of the time we have that victim mentality, and with the victim mentality, we're not able to grow. We're not able to see things through. We're not able to pretty much just take a leap of faith and just going back to our original, like our original roots, where like we really didn't have a lot of things holding us back. When we was a baby, nothing held us back. When you was a baby, you just cried when you feel like crying. You didn't care what nobody said. You just cried, and if they had a problem, they just had to have a problem with it. They couldn't tell you not to cry. There's nowhere in anywhere in the world you're gonna tell a baby not to stop crying. A baby gonna cry, and you gonna look at him and know he gonna cry, and you gonna try to help him. You're gonna try to figure out why he crying. You can try to aid him. You're gonna try to come to his rescue. Come to his aid because you want to figure out what's going on. Because the baby he's not looking at you saying, "Oh, I don't want to cry because I don't want him to feel no type of way." Like, baby don't give a fuck. Baby's just crying. What's your definition of success? My definition of success for me, because it's always for me, it ain't for no one else. Success is me just being able to go and do whatever I need to do for the day. If I want to go and take a trip to Dubai, I want to go do that. I need to go do that. If I want to go and just take a drive all the way, like if I want to just take a road trip to Las Vegas, I want to be able to do that. I don't want to be able to be thinking like, damn, do I have enough money in my account right now to go do that? Do I have the fund? Do I have the means? Do I have the do I have everything I need to go be the most successful with that? Success is not defined by monetary things to me. It's not monetary. Like, when I become a millionaire, I'm not going to be successful. I become a millionaire when I become someone that is spiritually rich, emotionally rich, so financially as well. Obviously, not going to leave that out. But that's when you start to kind of feel like you're successful. You're not successful because you got money. You're not successful because you ran it up. No, you're successful because you have the means to bring your thoughts into reality. That's successful to me. When you can bring your thoughts into reality, you're successful. So to a certain extent, I'm already successful. To a certain extent, I've already reached certain success that I've been wanting to reach. To a certain extent, to a certain extent, but at the same time, it's a long journey, and it's definitely not. It's pillars or it's tiers to it. So like, yeah, I'm a reach the financial part of it as well. But it's like first, I really want to work on being myself all the time. Like I think a lot of times we minimize our greatness, and nobody that's great ever minimize themselves for anyone else. People that's great allow people to minimize. People that's great get around people, and they try to like fix themselves to them to match the energy. You don't like Kobe don't walk into the room and he try to match your energy. You trying to match his energy. Kobe the one bringing the most energy. Kobe the one bringing the most attraction, the most what's the other word? Jewels, kinetic energy. He's the one bringing the most eyeballs into the room because of his celebrity, because of his mentality, because of his greatness. So being great is knowing that you walking into the room and people are looking at you, but you're not adjusting yourself to them. You're allowing them to adjust themselves to you because you're great. They not great apparently, and it's not like you trying to have like a superiority complex about yourself, but it's more so just knowing that I'm not about to let myself feel little to you make you feel good. I'm not going to belittle me to make you feel big. I'm not going to stoop to your level to so we can be on the same plane. You raise the bar. I'm raising the bar. You catch me where you catch me at. If you can't bench press this, then it's not for you. So I'm doing good. Assalamu alaikum. I'm doing good. To me, success is the process, the progress of an idea. It's the ability to manifest, progress, all of your desires and needs. To me, success. To me, success is the progress of an idea, the ability to manifest progress of all your desires and needs. Say that again. Yeah, you know it's funny, y'all. Success is literally a game that we won't ever win. We won't ever be able to win that game. We won't ever be able to win that game. We're gonna be searching for success for a long time because we don't even know that it's already within us and that we already have it. You know, we already have it. Progress is literally me waking up today. Progress is literally me having two people in my life rather than having zero. That's progress. Progress is me having, a podcast, you know, with a video and audio. That's progress. That's success. But no, more importantly, I'm not searching for it because it's not even something that you need to search for or long for. It's already in you. You're already successful. You already got it. That's the crazy part. We don't realize, but we already have it. Whatever we want, we already have it. We already have it. We already have it. That's the crazy part. It's crazy that we already have all the things that we want. Man, it's like it's one of them type of lies that I'm gonna have to take some snippets because I think I said some pretty good stuff in here. I'm gonna take some snippets. How that girl gonna come in my live talking about give me 5 minutes, I'm gonna come back, and she ain't come back. She's so funny. I'm gonna send her my live though, cause I do want to tap in with her before I get off, cause I'm trying to tap in with people I don't tap in with on a daily basis. She gotta come back.